Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Atarion News Channel. And today we got 10 nuggets of news that'll straighten your spurs and perk up your ears. Let's dive right in. A federal judge in California just ruled Anthropic's AI training on books as fair use. He said their Claude model transformed these books enough, just like a writer learns from reading. Claude learned to write new stuff from them. But, and there's always a but, they busted Anthropic for stashing pirated books in a big central library. That part ain't fair use. So they are heading to trial in December to snort out damages. This here's the first major court ruling about AI using books. Big deal for all of them AI giants like OpenAI, Microsoft, Meta, and the rest. Mozilla dropped Firefox 140 today. That's June 24, 2025. This version now sits on the extended support release ESR channel, meaning it'll stick around with bug and security updates for a good spell. What's new? You can drag and drop vertical tabs, unload tabs to save memory, add more search engines, remove the pocket button, translate whole pages real quick, and lock them private tabs on Android with your fingerprint. Big update for folks who like stability without fussing with flashy new stuff. Now I know y'all on Apple's beta train got beef with the Finder icon in macOS Tahoe Beta 2. Yep, it's still looking a bit off, maybe crooked or just plain weird. Apple's sure taking its sweet time fixing it. So if you're beta testing, be ready for more funky Finder design. No new fixes yet from our side today. Microsoft's got a surprise. They just released the classic MS-DOS editor. Remember that old school text editor from DOS days as an open source program for Linux, and it's rewritten in Rust, that safe and snappy programming language. Nostalgia alert for all of us old timers, but with a modern twist. Google dropped a fresh Gemini AI model that's small enough to run right inside robots without needing cloud backups. It's a game changer. Well, it makes local decision making faster as liquidity split and less dependent on internet. Robots will be sharper, faster, and more reliable on their own turf. Hold on to your hats, guys. Waymo and Uber just lit up Atlanta with robotaxi service over a 65 square mile area, including downtown Buckhead and more. You book an Uber like normal, toggle the autonomous vehicle options in settings, and may get fetched by a Waymo driverless Jaguar I-Pace. No fare hike, they charge like Uber X or Comfort, and you can opt out anytime if you'd rather ride with a human driver. At launch, they dropped about 100 vehicles, and more folks are getting these rides every day. Uber's stock even jumped 8% on the news. Google done rolled out Imagen 4, their text to image model. And here's the kicker, it's free to try on Image FX in Google Labs. You just tell it what you want to see, and it paints up the pretty picture for you. Real handy for folks wanting to make logos, artwork, or even memes without picking up the brush. Might not be as fancy as OpenAI's DALL-E 3, but it does the job anyway. Google's handing over its A2A protocol to the Linux Foundation. Now, what's that? Basically, it's a special way for AI to talk to other AIs real smooth. Giving it to Linux means it can grow up open source, so more folks can use it without paying through the nose. Smart move by Google and good for the tech world too. Microsoft just dropped update KB 5061087 for Windows 10. It ain't automatic. You gotta grab it yourself. But it brings 13 fixtures for crashes, copy bugs, and other gremlins. Also, they are extending free security updates into 2026, but only for folks using eligible school or government computers. Everyone else, well, you might have to pony up for that security if you want to stay patched after 2025. Oh, and good news for Windows 11 folks. Microsoft fixed that bug that was causing update headaches. Finally. Want to see what your old neighborhood looked like back in the day? Now you can, thanks to a new time travel feature in Google Earth. Just click on the clock icon and slide through satellite snapshots over the years. Whether you're feeling nostalgic or just plain nosy, it's a fun way to take a stroll down the memory lane. No DeLorean required. After years of folks hollering, Google finally lets Android users move Chrome's address bar to the bottom. Easier on the thumbs, especially if you got one of them mega phones. Just hit up Chrome settings, find address bar, and pick bottom. Took long enough, but better late than never. Now, here's a twist in the AI soap opera. OpenAI, the folks behind ChatGPT, have been working on document collaboration tools like Google Docs or Microsoft Word, but smarter. Imagine chatting with folks inside ChatGPT while working on the same doc or code. They showed it off internally, but never fully launched it yet, saying they didn't have enough folks to finish the job. Now they're asking Microsoft, who owns a big old chunk of OpenAI, for permission to restructure so they can go head to head in the productivity space. If this thing gets greenlit, it could shake up the whole tech world. Zombie Dong rides again in 20 years later. The Bone Temple. Yep, you heard me right. 28 years later is coming. And the subtitle is The Bone Temple. Danny Boyle's back behind the camera, and Cillian Murphy's returning too. The undead ain't done yet. And this one's sounding even wilder than the first two. Expect gore, drama, and a heap of chaos. It hits theaters 2026, where you had better mark your calendar, zombie fans. Marvel just launched the first three episodes of Ironheart on Disney Plus. That is tonight. Our girl Riri Williams is back, not trying to be Iron Man, but learning to be herself. The show blends science fiction tech with African mysticism, and while it's still ironing out some kinks, it's got heart, just like the name says. You can stream now, and the finale's set for July 1st. Well, that's a wrap up on today's ride through the tech. From AI lawsuits and robot cars to zombie flicks and superhero tales, we've wrestled up the best of the web just for you. If you like this here roundup, don't forget to give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you never miss a beat on the Atarion News Channel. Until next time, keep your devices charged, your curiosity wide open, and your coffee cup full. See you all tomorrow, same time, same place, same port, same screen.